Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. There we go. Got the third finger in there. Happy Friday to you all. Hopefully your weeks are wrapping up nicely. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. I have returned from an on-site kind of shadowing event in Kobe. And we have new music to check out. And we've got a little bit of a solo debut number to check out one time. Because Miss T of TWICE has made her official solo debut, which is tremendously exciting indeed. Round of applause, everybody. Baksu, yorobun, baksu. This will make solo project number, or solo/unit project number 4, I think, out of TWICE, because we've had Nayeon solo, we've had Jihyo solo, we've had Misamo unit, and I believe we have, I think that's 4. You know, discounting the project singles and stuff that some of the members have done in the past. That's tremendously exciting indeed. Also, it kind of feels almost full circle in a way, because TZUYU is the one that, you know how everyone, when they find a group, they have like that first member in a group that their eye kind of catches. Whether they become their bias or not later down the road doesn't really matter. It's that first member that your eye catches in a new group. That was me for TZUYU in What Is Love era, I think. No, that kind of very gentle but slightly rich vocal tone that she had in that song. I remember being like, oh wait, hold on a second. But I have to listen to her solo stuff, so let's do just that. Roll intro! Now, I am aware that this dropped with a mini album, as indicated up here. I don't have time to get around to that tonight. Primarily because I have been awake since 7:30 and I am absolutely exhausted. But we'll get around to it during the weekend at some point. I plan on getting... There's actually a kind of a backlog of albums I need to get around to this weekend, but I do plan on getting around to some albums this weekend. And, you know, TZUYU's debut album is one of those. So if you're interested, keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, let's check out what the title track is like.
Run, run away. 더 늦기 전에 기회를 줄게. 내게 안기면 you will back to stay. Love, say okay.
Whoa, hold on a second. Where are we going with this? Oh, we are gonna ramp it up. Hold on. Stack the vocals one time. Get a little retro with it in certain places. I'm gonna go a little bit retro with it. That little kind of like vocal almost roll she does there is really satisfying to listen to. Oh! Keep it rolling into a post-chorus one time. And then immediately into verse 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, off rip, this was not the sound I thought she would go for, but she kind of bosses it. The fact that the song just consistently keeps going forward, even in this, you know, pre-chorus here where the beat kind of steps away, there's still that forward movement. That top line is just, I don't know why it's so satisfying to listen to, but I'm finding a lot of joy in listening to it. I hear that vocal top line back there hidden away. Double length post chorus for me. Oh, it's an outro because there's no... Wow, that is a long song for a song that doesn't technically have a bridge. I am slightly flabbergasted by that. Wow, I was not ready. I was not ready for that. That is tremendously enjoyable. Like, after the initial kind of like shock and awe factor faded away, oh, I was having a blast. Are you kidding me? It feels, admittedly, you know, I don't know, some people are going to refer to this as kind of being like throwback second Jenny, and I can't really comment on that considering I wasn't really around the K-pop scene for second gen all that often, but it does feel throwbacky slash retro-y, if that makes sense. Like, I grew up listening to 80s music, primarily rock, 80s rock music, but I listened to 80s pop as well. And there's just this kind of, the sense of constant movement with that really just nice, I wouldn't call it playful, but that fun melody line that kind of keeps the song moving forward, that constant sense of motion in a song like that very much gives me 80s vibes, and I'm here for it. I'm a sucker for a nice old retro sound, and well, I don't know if this would necessarily like directly fall into that kind of reimagined 80s sound. It's pretty damn close, and it's got all the things that I like about it wrapped up inside, so cool stuff. Though, let's listen to that first verse again. Let's talk through the verse again.
Run, run away. 더 늦기 전에 기회를 줄게. 내게
A kind of extra emotion-laced vocal to start the song. Definitely initial shock and awe moment. It's just not how I imagined the song starting. I almost kind of, the concept I had imagined her taking, admittedly, like I didn't see much of like the promo stuff leading up to this, but I almost thought of maybe something not ballady per se, but kind of like a more mature classical bass sound, maybe like a waltz for a title track, like a waltz bass song for a title track might have been something that like I imagined she would do. But then, you know, right out of the gate, beat one, that rich, like emotion-laced vocal to come in. As you get,
run, run away.
it's almost that like emotional strain in her tone here.
You will back to stay. Love, say okay.
And then the extra synth parts roll in. I love a great synth line. The fact that we got multiple flavors of synthesizer. Anticipation. Boom. Beat coming in. Like, by this point, the beat alone, I'm already on board. This is very much kind of me coded, but now I'm here for the vocals. Speaking of vocals, double stack the vocals now. Bro, that hit goes. I don't think I clocked it the first time around, but that brief moment of silence before the chorus drop hits is so important because it makes that hit sound so much harder, right? The way the chorus is kind of reminds me of Mika and Red One's We Are Is it called We Are Young? Oh god, I've forgotten now. It's the song from Kick-Ass, the movie. Mika Red One. It is called We Are Young. Okay. Terrific song, by the way. But the beat that kicks in for this chorus reminds me so much of it. But give me that hit again. Let the white noise crash away. The fact that we still haven't dropped the background vocal parts yet. It's still there. And it creates a really cool textural thing going on in the background. But it also has a melody that's slightly not eerie, but a little bit darker. Like, the background vocals definitely help in making this song not feel like just a pop banger. There is a certain almost like hesitation to it. Because the harmony it creates, there's like a very little bit of dissonance going on that's really satisfying. Especially here. Like, it's not meant to be a bright, happy melody here. And that cycle thing that she does at the end of every kind of phrase in the chorus, it goes da 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 da. That kind of like triangulating thing she does. I don't know what's so satisfying about that to my ears, but I'm finding a lot of enjoyment out of it. Such a small thing. And then, of course, for those of you who like the instrumental part, hello post-chorus. And then immediately into verse 2, and that is a freeze frame and a half. I'm going to use that for the thumbnail. But if you look at kind of the length of the song starts pretty early on in the MV, like 4 or 5 seconds in. We just finished the first chorus, and we're a minute 47 seconds in. This explains why the song doesn't have a bridge, because the actual like bulk of the song from intro, including verse to the end of the chorus, is so long. Like, in this kind of K-pop economy, so to speak, we're finding songs that are very much, getting comfortable in the 2-minute 30s for title tracks, which pains me as someone who grew up listening to 80s music where songs went, if you were a fan of Meatloaf, you got songs that were like 8-9 minutes long. Even though Runaway only has 2 verses, including a post-chorus and stuff, there's no bridge and there's no final chorus, technically. It still takes up over 3 minutes. You get your money's worth, even though there is no bridge and, like, kind of different final chorus. Had this song had a bridge and a different final chorus, this could be like a 4-minute song. Oh, imagine 4 minutes of this, though. I would be so here for it. Oh, man. I had a blast. Hopefully you did as well. And hopefully the rest of the album is equally a blast as well. Unfortunately, we don't have time to get around to it tonight, but I will get around to it at some point during the weekend. Because if the title track is this good, how good are the B-sides going to be? That is the real question. I reckon the B-sides are going to be pretty good as well. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that. Hopefully, if you're excited, keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. But in the meantime, that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.